Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today, we're talking about something super important, money. Specifically, we're diving into Robinhood and whether or not they charge fees when you want to take your money out. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's talk about why this is so important. Think about it. You've invested your hard-earned cash, maybe you've made some smart trades, and now you want to access those funds. The last thing you want is to be hit with unexpected fees, right? It's like ordering a pizza and then finding out there's a surprise delivery charge. Not cool. So, let's get to the bottom of this. Does Robinhood charge fees for withdrawals? The short answer is, generally, no. Robinhood doesn't typically charge for what they call ACH transfers, which is the standard way most people move money in and out of their brokerage accounts. But, and there's always a but, right? There are a couple of things you need to know. While Robinhood itself might not charge for these standard withdrawals, there could be some rare situations where you might encounter a fee. For example, if you need to do a wire transfer, which is a faster way to move larger sums of money, there might be a fee involved. Wire transfers are usually used for time-sensitive transactions, like if you're buying a house or something like that. But for most everyday withdrawals, you'll be using the ACH transfer method, which is usually free on Robinhood's end. Now, here's another thing to keep in mind. While Robinhood might not charge you, your bank could have its own fee schedule. It's like going to a different ATM. Sometimes you get charged a fee by the ATM owner, even if your own bank doesn't charge you for using ATMs. So, it's always a good idea to check with your bank or credit union to see if they have any fees for incoming or outgoing transfers, especially if they're above a certain amount. You don't want to get caught off guard by a sneaky fee, right? Another thing to consider is the type of account you have with Robinhood. Most people will have a standard brokerage account, but there are other types of accounts they might offer, and it's always possible that different account types could have different fee structures. It's like buying a plane ticket. Sometimes the basic economy fare is super cheap, but then they charge you extra for things like checked bags or even picking your seat. So, just like with airline tickets, it's a good idea to read the fine print and understand the terms and conditions of your Robinhood account. Now, let's talk about how you actually withdraw money from Robinhood. It's a pretty straightforward process. You'll usually go into the app or log in on their website, and there should be a section for transfers or moving money. You'll select the option to withdraw funds, choose the account you want to transfer the money to, and enter the amount you want to withdraw. It's kind of like transferring money between your own bank accounts. You just need to make sure you have the correct information, like your bank account number and routing number. And just like transferring money between banks, it can sometimes take a few business days for the funds to actually show up in your account. It's not instant, unfortunately. Now, here's a pro tip. Always double-check all the information before you hit that submit button. You don't want to accidentally send your money to the wrong account, right? It's like sending a text message to the wrong person. Awkward. So, to sum it all up, Robinhood generally doesn't charge fees for standard withdrawals using ACH transfers. But, and this is important, your bank might have its own fees, and there could be fees for things like wire transfers. It's always a good idea to do your homework and check with your bank and read the terms and conditions of your Robinhood account so you know exactly what to expect. We've covered a lot today, from the basics of withdrawing money from Robinhood to some of the potential fees you might encounter. Remember, it's always better to be informed and prepared, especially when it comes to your money. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.